Top fuel at Mildura? Yep, it happened. The little 8th mile track that could, the Sunset Strip in Mildura, Victoria, got their first taste of top fuel in a championship round this past weekend in Australia. So, how did it all go down? I'm your host Dan Bennett and welcome to another edition of Nitro Mouth. A tick over 300 miles northwest of Melbourne, the Burson Auto Parts Top Fuel Championship rolled into Mildura on March 12 and 13, and to say that the event had some hype to it would be an understatement. It was the first ever time that Top Fuel had run a championship round over the 8th mile, and the first time the Sunset Strip in Mildura had seen a field of Top Fuel Dragsters. And they packed the house. After a blockbuster opening round of the new series in Sydney, the Top Fuel Championship found itself caught up in the crossfire of a sanctioning body drama that led to the second round of the series, also to be held at Sydney Dragway, not going ahead. The Top Fuel Series calendar has the teams racing roughly every 4 weeks, one race a month through to June, and a deal was struck to take the Top Fuel Championship to Mildura in an announcement that raised more than a few eyebrows and set the town abuzz. In round 3, the Top Fuel show put on a speed clinic that left the crowd roaring their approval. Shane Olive scored his first round win over Phil Reed with low ET of the event at 3:17. And in their pairing, Xibberas and Harris left together and stayed locked together through the 8th, but a timing malfunction left Harris with no time at all. Xibberas' 3:25 appeared to be behind on the replay, but with no time to rerun the race and checking the replay several times, Harris was awarded the win. In the final round, it was the perfect scenario for Phil Lamattina, the hometown boy who probably never thought he'd see a Top Fuel round held at his local 8th mile track, against the might of Wayne Newby's Rapisada backed entry. Lamattina held on to the win in one of the closest races we've seen this season. A 3:19 to 3:20 got the job done. "This is a dream come true," Lamattina said. "To do it here, I don't think we could have planned it any better." Lamattina has long advocated for Top Fuel to race at tracks in rural Australia. I think when we've raced at tracks in capital cities, we've taken a lot for granted. Moving away from traditional venues will be a significant step in creating and developing new audiences and markets for Top Fuel. This weekend is a major step forward and the beginning of a new era. And I tend to agree with that statement. See, 10 years ago, the Australian Top Door Slammer teams came together to create this concept called Slamfest, which took pro-level door slammers to regional Australia, where they raced on the 8th mile tracks, and it gave many of the venues their highest spectator numbers ever. I'm unsure why Slamfest no longer runs, but it was a huge success when it ran, and the crowds loved it. And in more recent times, Graham Cowan's Outlaw Nitro Funny Car series has adopted a similar route, where that series has gone to the major tracks, but also a number of the regional tracks. And of course, the quality of the show takes time to build, but the crowds pack the house, which makes it a viable and exciting alternative to only racing at the major quarter-mile venues. Mildura's Sunset Strip was at capacity this past weekend, and I can only imagine that this concept will open the eyes of Top Fuel Australia to take the series to a couple more regional venues, and hopefully cementing Mildura's place on the Top Fuel calendar next season. Did you catch the Mildura Top Fuel round? And what did you think of Nitro racing over the 8th mile? Let us know in the comments. If you want to see more great videos from the world of drag racing, hit that subscribe button and come along for the ride. I'm Dan Bennett, and thanks for watching.